Greetings, Sekiro Guru here, and here's my list of the top 10 hardest bosses in Sekiro. To be honest, none of the bosses are hard for me, so I had to base it on comments from others who were struggling, and how crap my inept disciple Throthgar did at it. At number 10, I'm gonna put ONIMA, the horse cheat. A maniac, angry man on a horse who wants to show you the wrath of a real man. He's the first real boss that you come to in the game, and you're not ready for it. He truly is a boss that first teaches you that a ninja must be quick. You're up against a cheating guy with a big spear and a horse. I showed a cheating way of how to beat him just using block, but even with my cheating strategy, many people still complained it couldn't be done. With crucial access to key Sekiro statistics, we see that many people just quit the game right here on this boss, declaring that they should never have bought it and this game sucks. This was the first boss that really showed that most Souls players were actually people who just summoned through the game. And here in Sekiro, summoning isn't possible, you have to man up. When you first beat ONIMA, you get the rush of victory that only Sekiro can give. Never forgive you! At number 9, we have Lady Butterfly. Nothing ladylike about her. An evil old crone that wants to shove a shuriken up your arse. For an old woman, she's incredibly quick and puts your agility to shame. A boss that teaches you that you can't hide behind a shield or magic or a bow and arrow like you could in Dark Souls. A boss that puts the fear of old women into men. And after the hell of taking off her first health bar, the terror that surges within you when you see her rise again with invisible midget demon children helping her gank you to death. And your screams of victory when you take her head off will be just as loud as your screams of anguish every time she killed you. No! Shake! Break! Yeah! Never forgive you, woman! Number 8, we have the Guardian Ape. In either of the times you fight him, when you first come across this boss, you can't believe his size and his strengths. You're even more disgusted when he grabs a load of his shit and hurls it at you in disgust. Luckily, you've got a giant arena to dance around with him, and it's a boss fight where many people finally learn that yes, there is a run button. I've lost count of the amount of people saying there's a run in this, not realizing the ninja quickness that can be had when you do press it. And press it you must. Sure, you can bait him into certain attacks to help you, but running around and hitting him in the arse, and then running away again, is the most idiot-proof strategy there is. So proud of yourself when you first take down his first health bar, that you can't quite believe that the game's cheated you and brought him back with no head and a giant sword. What you also can't believe is when he turns up for the second time with his brother-in-law, his sister, or his child, or whatever it is, 2 of them, in a much more contained area. But what do the Japanese have against our beloved cousins, the apes? Why do they hate so much in this game? Why? At number 7, we have GENICHIRO, the boss that just never gives up, turning up 3 times in the game. Just like you, he won't die. And if ONIMA the Horseman, Lady Butterfly, the Drunken Slob, or the Angry Bull haven't made you quit yet, most people do when they reach GENICHIRO. His ability with the sword, far outmatching yours. And he gets to cheat with a bow and arrow too. A rapid firing one, no less. And if you haven't really learned to parry yet, you're finished. This is a game that demands you to learn the way it wants you to. No real way of cheesing him really either. Most people failed to do it even with my cheating strategies, claiming I had a different copy of the game or it was glitched. And when you've been through the hell of taking off 2 fucking health bars, he gets another one, and he gets lightning powers. Truly a boss designed to insult Dark Souls veteran players. Good for you, GENICHIRO. At 6 we have Emma, the Gentle Blade. Nothing gentle about her blade. She comes to get you if you stupidly team up with your dad. And I don't want to hear any cries about spoilers, What are you watching, a top 10 boss video if you don't want spoilers? I don't have any footage of Throthgar sucking on this woman, just when I quickly beat her. So personally, I didn't think she was too tough. But I know that many people do, so I thought I'd stick her in the list. But look, all you have to do is dunk her over the head over and over, show her gentle blade how strong yours is, and she's finished. But I guess for normal, mortal players, she's pretty tough. At 5, the true form of the corrupted monk. Before cutting patch 1.03, you could stealth up to the trees and take off 2 health bars of this crazed old crone. But since patch 103's took it away, now you're gonna have to actually fight for 3 health bars. Some people are saying you can still take one of them off like that, but I can't confirm or deny this. If you're like my assistant Throthgar, you're gonna really struggle with this one. The firecracker prosthetic is your friend here, as it often is. But if you're anything like Throthgar and you like to jump over and over like you think you're playing Mario Brothers, she'll punish you for it. And with each fucking health bar you take off, she becomes more cruel. Especially in her 3rd form, as she teaches you the true dance of the floating blade. Not to mention, doesn't she come right after you've just been through GENICHIRO? You're just coming down from a powerful victory, and the game spits on you. You either love this game for it, or you hate it. At 4, the Great Owl, your dad. Insulted with your arrogance for turning on him. He wants to take your head off. He's got the ultimate ponytail to die for. He knows everything you know, only he knows it better. And he's got way more health and he can do way more damage. As my inept assistant Throthgar found out much to his shock. Look at that damage, Dad! Dad! He's like GENICHIRO again on steroids. Luckily, he only actually has 2 health bars this time, but it takes a lot of practice to get down his moves, especially in his last form when he starts cheating with poisons and smoke bombs. But when you finally beat him, the pleasure is overwhelming. Dad, got you! You scum! At 3, we have the Demon of Hatred. Such a demon, such hate. Looks like a reject from Bloodborne or Dark Souls. Some kind of version of the cleric beast with Manus. And thank God he's optional. Few people ever beat him. I mean, you can cheat if you want to make him commit suicide by jumping off an edge. But try and face him, and you're in for a frustrating battle of stuff that you can't even parry. He'll stamp on you, headbutt you, throw embers at you, he'll charge, he'll pose, he'll confuse. My adept disciple Throthgar didn't even manage to get him to his 3rd form, he just quit. He couldn't even do my jump, because the jump to get up onto the tower to make him jump off the edge is incredibly difficult to do also. So even cheesing him is difficult. He's just an all-round twat of a boss. I'll say it again, thank God he's optional. At number 2, it's your dad again, Owl Father. Lots of people never even find out that he's in the game again, and they're lucky they didn't. Because if you thought he was tough the first time, it's nothing compared to how he is now. You fight him in the same room you fought Lady Butterfly, only he's way harder. Once again, he's another pensioner who's faster than you are. And if you manage to get 1 health bar off him, then he starts cheating with an owl, disappearing and teleporting and throwing giant fireballs at you. And some people don't think the bosses of Sekiro deserve to be cheesed. If there's one boss that does, it's him. And as yet, I haven't come up with a cheese for him. I came up with a strategy where I didn't even get hit, but people couldn't copy it. Even that was too difficult. You just have to get good in that shit dorky internet saying. And who can be bothered with it? Luckily, you don't have to beat him. Like the Demon of Hatred, he's optional. And like the Demon of Hatred, my assistant Throthgar opted out of fighting him to the death. But I can't blame him really. Few have the key ability needed to beat Owl Father. Amen. The number 1 Ishin, the Sword Saint. He's the last boss, so yes, he should be the hardest boss in the game. And he really is. But this time he's not optional if you want to beat the damn thing. Again, there's no way that I've seen that you can truly cheese him. You can't make him commit suicide, or seppuku, or even Sudoku. You just have to beat him with your skills and abilities. I came up with a pretty good cheese for him, but most people still couldn't do it. Including my assistant Throthgar, who just quit the whole game when he showed up. I don't think he could even get 1 health bar off him. Didn't have the patience to learn. As Ishin tells you, hesitation is defeat, unless you've become one with your ninja abilities and senses. you're probably not gonna beat him. In his final form, just like Genichiro, he summons forth the lightning, but he's nowhere near as inept with it. And his cheating spear has ridiculous range. I mean, he's overpowered beyond belief. There's you with your little samurai sword. But if you beat him, good for you. You've done what few could, and you should be proud of yourself this day. Subscribe for my boss guides, tips, and secrets. And if you want to see someone as inept as you are get mad at the game, click on the link at the end of the video or in the description to watch a rage playthrough with my inept disciple Hrothgar. You'll love it. Kick him! Bye! Robert's not coming to save you now! You cunt! Get out of there, ninja! Shoot! Yeah!